Okay, Nick, and anyone else lucky in chat? I'll just be a moment. Okay. Oh yeah, hopefully everyone can hear me. I'm just going to finish doing some links on Discord and I'll be right with you all. Oh yeah, while my mic isn't in the way of my keyboard actually. Yeah. And you know, quick webcam selfie while yeah, mouth stains not being washed out of my mouth. You're quite welcome, Nick. Ellis, just in time. The webcam on. How's it going? Still kind of mind-blowing to see myself in cosplay. You know, I think I've said it before, and I'm far from the only cosplayer to say it, but it all just looks kind of weird when you're painting yourself and everything. Then you put the wig and the other accessories on, and it all just looks right. Yep. My arms are now nice and covered. I've got some Velcro here and here, so yep, no need to worry. Nillis, Devilkin of the Port Bow, Helen, well met friend. Hey Teddy Claire, how's it going? I'm a tiefling. You don't know why you're speaking in pirate? What's wrong with that? I mean, quite common along the Cornish coast, as I'm sure Nick can confirm. Of course, the stereotypical pirate accent was actually a regional dialect from the south of England. Like the actual south coast of England, not like London. Which is what people tend to mean when they say southerners. Yeah. Hey, enough being all in. The fact that I'm costume, which I literally put on myself and I'm putting on. Nick, funnily enough, you watched the second film by the actor who popularised the pirate accent last night. Heck yeah. I'm assuming that wasn't Treasure Island. Shoulders aren't quite. Oh yeah, Robert Newsom. He was born in the same county as you and has the same birthday. Oh, literally exactly the same birthday. I mean, I don't want to give my age away, but I have the slightly more dubious honour of being born in exactly the same year and with the same birthday as the kid who played oh, not a kid anymore, but the guy who played young Anakin Skywalker. Okay. Yeah, you're not that old. Sure you're not, Nick. She said, knowing full well that she's the same age. Just this so I don't deafen myself. Yeah, that's more like it. Yeah, but I have the aging hacks. I mean, yeah, it's true. Hey, that's just the transform experience. I mean, if it makes you feel any better. I also look younger than my, my boss, the store manager at work. And he's younger than me. But yeah, when last we left off, I found 2 out of 3 plot coupons I need to reach the final boss.
Is there trouble? Stand down.
Okay, we're going stab.
Let's make this quick.
I just need to track down this last one and I can...
Knock-knock used to lighting enemies on fire first.
Fight the final boss, complete this game. And don't get me wrong, I've been enjoying my time with this game, but it's really kind of starting to outlive its welcome. Get what I mean? Like this entire extra chapter, even if it's giving me a chance to actually wear this cosplay. Just dragging. Oh, you are dead. Okay, Miri. Cloak. Multiple critical hits. Whoop. 3 critical hits, and that one just got splattered. Catbat, who made that? Thank you for the raid. How's Cyberpunk 2077 going? And I know you were playing the new DLC. I mean, obviously I have mixed feelings about Cyberpunk itself, but Catbat content is good content. And you're right, Nick. Keith manages to do it without any aging hacks. Nick, you need to moisturise more. You neglected that as a young'un. I mean, you look pretty good. I'd still put you in your like your 20s. You show some very bad thing yet. Catbat, you're not sure how you feel about the Phantom Liberty DLC yet. And that's one of those titles that has some baggage with it, no denying it. Yeah, like, don't get me wrong, the stuff they have done right, it's good. Like, I like that they've they've put Sphere Hunter's playing a character in the game. I don't know if her character is completely trans. Obviously they have Claire, who has her own side quest, even if it's a bit isolated from the rest. Like, some of the references to being trans just sort of like, I know, ending spoiler, there's one reference to being a trans masculinity in this if in the ending where Johnny Silverhand takes over your body and becomes a much better person, he does make reference, and you're playing as a woman, he does make reference to trying to transition, and that's not a bit, not bad, but it's not, you know, it's quite good, you know. Can't quite put my finger on it. Nick, maybe it's just you noticing it more then. Yeah, I mean, if you'd say I'd look young, I would point out that I do sort of occasionally look at myself now and feel like I'm definitely getting older, you know? Like, creatures don't disappear as quickly as they used to, and I mean, to be fair, I've got a cold right now, so that just throws me into thing. Oh, okay, you get to attack now. Well, thank you for coming into range so I don't have to waste most of my attacks. Okay, knock knock. Add a stab and give me a flank. Okay. -2 strength to you. Damage. You, my friend, are not surviving this round. I'm gonna waste a chemical bomb on you. Have some arrows. And then have Miri hit you. Keeping all your swords, so there. I'm actually curious. Anyone got any questions about my cosplay? Teddy Claire, you'd say right now I look blue. Dabba dee dabba die. Nick, you hope I recover from it soon. It's been a long one. Yeah, when I get colds these days, they seem to be very slow burn. Like, I'm at the point where I'm getting a bit of head bloatiness and some snivelliness, but like, I can sort of not cough if I need to. And like, I've had a full sort of night's sleep, so I have just about enough energy. Well, basically I wasn't doing anything else today, so I have the energy to stream. Like, if it was one of the days like Friday where I had work in the morning, then had times during the evening, I just wouldn't physically not been able to do it. And I'll be honest, I'm a bit self-conscious about how my voice sounds at the moment.
We'll do it the hard way.
Okay. Oops. Okay, giant primal owlbears. I can do owlbears. This isn't my first owlbear rodeo.
Taste my fury.
Critical miss, eh? Jokes on you, that's what they called me in high school. I jest, of course. No one called me miss in high school. That was just before I transitioned. Nick, when I fail a check in Pathfinder, I can blame it on the dabba-dee dabba-die rolls. Cat Bat, Owlbear Radio sounds promising though. Oh yeah, for those who don't know, that's a pretty decent online no-frills tabletop space. It's what we use for our tabletop games right now. And well, its whole thing is it's not got too many extra features. Hehe. Eat 114 damage, loser. I like how ponderously these move. Okay, Miri.
They go down!
Juba lost. Just stay put. Nara. Burn them. Burn them all. And don't worry about hitting the tieflings, we can take it.
Your time is over.
These things are meaty.
Come here, Bax. Knock knock stab you.
No less adverts. Twitch doesn't want people to know about BTTs. Wait, the ad just canned itself. Bizarre. Nick, very few things to break or pitching a hole in you into. Oh, that being Owlbear Radio. You worked out why you couldn't find the Tiefling Fire Resistance 13th Age. It's actually from a third-party supplement. Oh, okay. No less. Basic out. Ad block and Twitch server going at it. Duel of the Faint style, you think? It's over, TV tropes. Wait, it's over. Which TV? I have the high ground. No Freudian slip there. Nick, to be honest, that supplement seemed pretty well written, so you'd likely commit it. Oh yeah, I think quite a few 13th Age supplements were sort of semi-official, aren't they? Like written by the same team who did the core one. I might be wrong though. So this whole business of me being a bit self-aware of my voice at the moment has been having me sort of try to refine it a bit. I'm trying to inject more vocal fry so it sounds more natural. Don't know if it's making a difference or making it sound worse or what, but it's nice to just, you know, try and do more things with my voice. That said, at work, I've had several customers ask me about accents several times. If I was Latvian, and another asked if I was a Scouser. No, I don't know what's going on with my voice right now. It's entirely possible it's just Nihilus. High ground was a different price and a different key, but A for effort. Yep, Latvian Nick. To be fair, the person was very old and buying a Daily Mail. It's entirely possible they didn't know what a Latvian accent sounded like. Or, you know, maybe my customer service voice sounds different. To be fair, I'm not really sure what my, service voice just starts sounding a bit bored after a while, so it's entirely possible, it's just sound a bit more monotone and Eastern Bloc. Then I don't know. Those who know me will know I can't do an accent to save my life, so I can't really attempt a sort of an Eastern Bloc style Russian accent. Okay, there's loot up here. How do I get to it? My loot. I mean, I know I'm not a bard, but I deserve it, damn it. Game made that loot's joke in the Bard's Tale. Nick, my work senior is the vampire public defender from Guild of Icons. I mean, my makeup's kinda goth. In that I do black makeup black eyeliner, eyeshadow at work now. But I don't think I look like a vampire. Even if I had made the occasional joke about being older than I look. Which mostly consists of trying to placate customers I've asked for ID by whipping that art. Ironically, I'm actually older than them. It occurs to me I do actually have teleport spells, so I could teleport over there.
Adventures are exciting.
Okay, teleport. Here we are, dimensional door. Mass. And let's go over here then. Okay, we have Ring of Protection +5. Greater Quickened Meta Magic Rod. Oh heck yes. It can be used for spells of 9th level or lower. And this basically means I can cast a 9th level or lower spell and then cast another spell in the same turn. Which is absolutely freely looking amazing. I can word honest. Okay. Much. Well, I don't actually need the lantern. Rod. Of course, the opposite of what I've done historically. Nihilus, I could do a vampire look really easily though. I mean, to be fair, a lot of trans people could do. Full stop. Like, we all look younger than we actually are. Like, one of the sort of lesser ways Nimona, sorry we're going back there again, is an interesting trans allegory, is because Nimona looks like a teenager even though she's significantly older than anyone else in the entire film. Including the sort of caregiver character. I don't know, like basically the character who sort of acts as older. Nick, we should combine forces as GM sometime, because you can do accents but not voices, and I can do voices but not accent. We can just take turns. I mean, to be fair, I think there are a lot of ways to do sort of like games with 2 GMs at once, even if it's the opposite of how people try to do things. Nick, we need to get a Vampire the Masquerade Bloodline stream so we can see the vamp cosplay. Nihilist, it's not far off from a cat girl, to be fair. I mean... and Nick should use his full name. Vampire the Masquerade. Sorry, Vampire colon the Masquerade colon Bloodlines colon the stream colon the cosplay. Yeah, I'm shocked I brought up Nimona too. I've hardly ever mentioned that film. I'm pretty sure I've only seen it through gifs in there or something. And thank you for using quote number 749, Nellis. That was a Nimona reference. Nick, if I don't hate the concept, you sure a GM style of cop bad cop would be hilarious? Yeah, I'd love to do that actually. Or like, you know, the classic one GM tells the truth, the other always lies sort of thing.
I'll share my path.
Okay, I wonder how much loot I've missed. Just teleporting to it. Very old. Do I have a way down?
How cute!
Way down.
This is
Interesting.
time to shine.
Look, you okay there? Might have broken the game a bit.
My skills
Does anyone else have teleportation? I mean... oh. Dimension door, that's what it's called. You come out soft lock yourself. Nick, it reminds me of the 13th core rulebook, where the examples always start with 4 players are playing, 4 players are A, B, C, D, and luckily for them, Rob is GMing out the 13th age core rulebook. Notice you never tried multi-GM, but sometimes you thought about how a game might work with like a rules referee and a lore master GM. If one focuses on voices and interacting with the players and the other worries about lore and rules, kind of a front of house GM and back of house GM. I think it was actually mentioned in the Adventure podcast. Few of them ran a D&D in a castle thing. Like they did things for that. And a core thing of that was basically Johnny and I think it was Mike. No, it was Andy. Yeah, you know, Dobbs player. Basically, both get co-GM'd, and it was, if nothing else, it was useful for yeah, I'm gonna have to load. Nothing else, it was useful because it meant they could sort of have situations where there was more than one NPC and it wasn't just one DM talking to themselves. Which, as those who've watched Pathfinder Kingmaker will know, can be a bit of a blarg. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to open my spell book. Replace one casting of Old Fireball with Dimension Door. These extra spells I've got. Disintegrate. Everyone up the spell list. Polymorph. Proportion. We're going to go back to the main area so we can heal up a bit. We're going to do that again, but actually be able to teleport back. Think you like that idea? You've always been a fan of round robin DMing, so that all the players can offer assistance on rules and lore time. But you think players have roughly all the same level of experience? Yeah, that's true. Alice, you personally formed a habit early of typing up the entire conversation between NPCs, effectively inventing the cutscene for a format whose strength is supposed to not need them. Nick, if you recall correctly, the DMG system for hero points where you gain them like inspiration. All your hero points become DM until someone else does. So you wonder if that would be a neat way of doing a charity marathon or something. Something else wouldn't work out great otherwise. That would be very interesting. We're here. Where's the storyteller gone? Luckily, I've got days and days and days. I can just rest with impunity.
The dangers don't
Please.
frighten me. Is there trouble?
Your and we're here.
I'll share my path.
For some reason, they let me.
Who's there? Lamash too?
Maybe say. In case this check fails. Hey Al. Thank you for the lurk. How's Cyberpunk 2077? Say that title properly. Working out for you. Oh yep. Lamash 2 is in Pathfinder. She's basically the god of, well, as in 3.5 edition, she's basically the goddess of monsters and body horror. And yeah, I think she plays quite heavily in the lore.
I did.
Okay, let's equip this Gracer as a magic rod again. Look out for a maximize mass magic roll. Because it only works on spells levels of 6 or lower. It would be very nice to maximize the higher level spells. had this wand of greater restoration. Well, anyways. Now we're just gonna teleport back down again. No idea what's going on right now. Like if my mouse just or what.
The world is full of wonder.
Feels so great to be able to teleport. And here's the thing. Plate +5. Something, I guess. Nick, as a Mesopotamian evil goddess, used to steal children. Thank you once again, Vine Finkel, for your video on Lamashtu and Pazuzu. Now, I'll be honest, I mostly know Pazuzu from Future Armor.
How cute!
Okay. Yeah, it's a wall of fire. That's about. We can just run through it. Okay, I guess there must be a puzzle over here to do something about it.
Let's make this quick.
Oh. Frickin' heck. Okay, let's see. We've only got the one archer, so this shouldn't be too bad. What? Oh, fire ray. Let's go. People lost this battle before they even began. Exactly, and that is the original gargoyle. Nick Finkel's theory, which he notes has no evidence, is that perhaps they were once married, because most of the Mesopotamian gods are like the Greek one, and they're basically superpowered humans, which most humans have. Oh, married and then divorced. Amazing. For some reason I find it hilarious when gods are divorced. There's no way in heck this archer's surviving this. There we go. Exploded by sword. Sword exploded.
Knock-knock used to lighting enemies on fire first.
Dodge this. No. Look at all those single-digit numbers they're throwing at me. Whatever will I do? See is so high right now. Yeah, that's some impressive dodging, but it won't do him any good.
Be easier if you knock my back. Yeah. Hey.
Okay, that dodging was doing him quite good. Wow.
Taste my beauty. You offend me.
Nick, which god has the most divorced energy? You're gonna say Zeus? No, says Jehovah? Or, Intempas? Intempas by a long shot. Got from Jemisin's Inheritance Trilogy. Not familiar. But, you know, I'm always one of those ones who sort of defaults to Mars as, like the as the god with the most bro energy, so I'm gonna say Mars is probably the most divorced god in Greek mythology. He has an item that gives her a couple of free mirror images, start of any combat, which is fantastic, by the way.
Tear them apart!
And she's already the tank of the party, but like even tankier,
Now you
just because they physically can't do much damage to her. Or they can even not do damage to her, you know? And obviously mirror image in this game is based on 3.5 edition. So it's the sort that gives you like 8 copies. Okay, we have Pitak soldiers. Oh, it's Stefano himself. The real deal this time, I guess. This is not what I imagined God would look like. Okay, we have a Jabberwock.
beauty.
Best kind of fight.
Oh, 2 Jabberwocks. And some Wild Hunt peeps. Great. I think you're also going to suggest Apollo mainly because he got a new chariot to feel better after the original Tesla orbiting the Earth. Notice you finally evolved the Dung Beetle Pokemon. Apparently the evolved form is rolling or levitating a fetus in a ball. You didn't know they called FromSoft to help Pokemon designs? Okay, damn. They went hard. You know what, frick it. He's activating the Tidal Wave ability. No actions left this turn. Okay, move a bit further forward. Like all our people are over there, so... Chest in the air. Oh, what's in the chest? And 2 damage to the Jabberwock Shadow. And that's barely made a dent. Great. Miri. Not for Miri. Okay, she's confused 2 rounds, but because she can charge down this Wild Hunt Archer. Yeah, can't do anything to me. Nolus. Also, in addition to walking bars, it only evolves people level up outside of the ball. They also outsource the from evolution mechanics. They could also outsource to for their politics. As a Wolf Chaos sounds fun as heck. Oh, I'd like that. Can you imagine if Hey Miri, I'm sorry about this, but my defense is very cool. Ton of HP, so it's not too bad. Okay, let's do this again then. $200 damage in one shot. Okay, G-Blast. Just a deterioration, please. Okay, it's almost down. Okay, now I've just been made to charge over, and that was odd. Oh, smack it. It missed. Okay, failed to overcome spell resistance. It's so close to death. So tantalizing. Like, it feels great to say that I'm dressed as a tiefling. Oh, hey Max Sting. Sorry, I've completely failed to comprehend. You said that they could outsource the politics for Pokemon to Mesomorph Chaos. Nolus, you wish you could remember why you nicknamed the Pokemon Dire? Max Sting, a Pokemon game where you're a fugitive liberating the shootout of every town with extreme Pokemon violence. Yeah, I kind of wish they'd do something like that. Okay, Miri is up. Something about this damn archer. Thank you. Okay, Miri, let's approach this Rebel Walk. This will be important later. Jubilost. You know what? Acid. Lots and lots of acid. Okay, and it's down. Okay, we're passing our will saving throws. Ooh. Oh no, Darwin is dead. I'm so sad about this. Can we deal with this terrible loss? Okay, sneak attack. Okay, I can hit it with Tidal Wave again. Would be very funny. Gotcha. Okay, only 40 damage. Oh well. Yeah, I think if I deal with the Jabberwock.
Bring it! Look at me, Gorum!
Oh, running over to my back lines, would you? That's just bloody rude. Okay, let's hit it with the Curse of Deterioration. It's failed its saving throw, so it's going to take some penalties. Five damage towards my main tank. Oh no, okay. No, not my squishies. Anything but my squishies.
Rascal.
Okay, and I've rolled a string of, more than 5 rolls. Lucky me. Maxine, can you imagine the class full damage of a spell like Tidal Wave? They should make a Pathfinder CRPG with destructible and deformable terrain. Yeah, they should actually. To be fair, I think they're doing a Abomination Vaults based action RPG, so I wonder if that might include some interesting mechanics. Big one. $80 damage.
Tear them apart!
Come on, gotcha. Just deal with these archers. Okay, Curse of Weakness will do it. Oh, no, I don't want to attack Amiri. What am I doing? Hey, that could have been worse. Because it won't hurt allies. She's fine, but... yeah, that was a waste of a turn.
Stand down.
Missing because Only just. Acid, would you? Even on a miss. Max Sting, you doubt it's an obvious fit for this engine. Graphically, it sets off something low voxel like Eldritch. Do that Eldritch. Unless you want an expensive looking 3D BTT does that. It's probably right, it's just a simulated Lego set. Yeah, flight's kind of hard in CRPGs because mechanically it doesn't give you that much of an advantage. As opposed to a tabletop RPG where the sky's the basic unit.
You offend me.
Okay. Some of these spells shouldn't have. Oh yes, I have minus magic rod activated.
Your time is over.
This is going to hurt.
Okay. Weak indeed. Yeah, I think advantage and disadvantage in CRPGs be a nuisance, because it's kind of hard to know where you're aiming. And it's also kind of hard to get like the granular positioning.
Away, you rascal.
Okay, see if you can finish this goon off. Apparently. Let's try that again. There we go. Frees up a Miri to charge down this last one. Whew. Hey Darwin, what's up? Stefano, you still dead? Okay, I hope that's the Jabberwock we're skinning. thought it was I who had complicated relationships. But Darwin, no one likes you. And here we have the plot coupon. Oh yeah, there's our boy Stefano. If I survive, I'll hold an entirely ignoble revelry. Yep, Stefano, for those who as I keep saying, is that guy who just breastplate +5, not great. Who I got to turn up to my side by literally just shouting, "Okay, betray your liege," like we said. And of course, King of Rossi believed that he was actually going to betray him, so he thought, you know what, I'm going to betray you anyway. Jerk. That's certainly fantastic. Okay, I apparently lost chat for a bit there. Yeah, apparently I didn't leave any messages. How's everyone doing, by the way? Okay, I guess I'm just gonna go all the way back. Storyteller to heal up and destroy this last fragment. Nullis, you can be an Aarakocra champion fighter and go Nina at the spellcaster who didn't pick the right spell. Explain. Okay, just gonna rest. And okay. A third? Yes, this is the last one. Prepare yourself, your highness. The third fragment of the barriers around your castle will fall. The Lantern King will be waiting, ready to give you an audience. Knock knock, what are you doing over there?
Me?
Yes, you. Get over here. I'm paying you to stand around. Relaxing, rough day, kids home again. It's becoming a serious problem, and you think it's just bad nerves about the place, which is not an easily solved problem. Oh, that sucks. Okay, he's here. Oh yeah, it's true. 5th edition did nerf a lot of spells. As I said earlier, mirror image used to be game-breakingly powerful until they nerfed it for 5th edition. Hey, barrier's gone.
I'll scout ahead.
Okay, let's just have a little around the outside, see if there's anything interesting. Anything up here? Nope. Oh, back into my old castle to have a word with the Lantern King. Hey, you've made a mess of this place. Even get to my old bedroom. Yuck. Footsteps echo from the ravaged throne room. The sound attracts the attention of old Remus, slouching on the steps of the throne. He looks up, shakes his head slightly, as if displeased, silent. Nothing betrays the mask of a deity hunched.
Still hiding behind masks, eldest? Isn't it time you cast them away?
Just because I was pressing against my forehead. I could have this hairstyle in real life, but my hair's nowhere near, actual hair's nowhere near thick enough. Maxing on pyrotechnics. Pyrotechnics used to be 2 spells in 1. You could choose whether to cast it to make a big flash or make a lot of smoke. Flash blinded and targeted one saving throw. Smoke debuffed nasty bad and targeted a different saving throw. It also puts out a large amount of fire wherever you cast it. No less. Fire spell that chokes fires. It's more likely than you think. One of the best ways to put out a large fire is actually to start a fire nearby to deprive controlled fire nearby to deprive it of fuel. Nerissa appears suddenly beside you like a bolt of lightning in the night sky. Okay, keyword eldest. Basically the first world's version of gods. And it's time, after defeating Nerissa, spared the life of the insidious nymph for months. Now that she's lost all hope of being forgiven, Nerissa is ready to help you overthrow the Lantern King.
Words, words. How little value we attach to them, and how much they truly mean. But I've grown tired of words and prophecies. I will no longer predict chaos and death. Instead, I will show them to you, myself.
Stands up heavily, unwillingly.
Oh yes, the time has come! The time of fate and curses!
Right, chill. Okay, so he's got some those enemies as impressive. Alright, we're paused. Well, let's do some buffs then.
My skills are getting rusty.
Oh yeah, big high. Go. There are portions on Amiri, thank you.
No time for idling.
Disintegrate.
I don't tolerate threats.
Sneak attack and disintegrate, because why not?
Come here, Bax. Knock, knock, stab.
I could have used Tidal Wave as my opening move. That would have been so funny. Oh well. It's amazing how big Amiri is right now. Speaking of, are you all chatting about? If a large... Okay, so pyrotechnics can't completely destroy magical fire. That makes sense. Break out the big gun. $158. Okay, let's Hellfire Ray. And
You don't seem to like my curses. Maybe you like my curses better?
what's going on now?
Stand down.
You just heal up. That's just rude. After I spent all that effort just blitzing him. Oh, there's more than one of him now. It's cheating. It shouldn't be allowed.
The time for laughter has passed. It's the hour of hunting and chaos.
Will you just knock it off? Okay, we need to go for the Lantern King again. Otherwise we need to grind our way through all these archers and that's not great. That's another Hellfire Ray. Woohoo! Okay, Nerissa's in the fight now. What's she gonna do? Grab Annihilation. Boss hunt work. Oh great. It's just summons, calling summons, calling summons. I'm not a fan of that. Jubilost is out for the count for now, but I worry when we have Amiri and just keep missing. Gone. Where's the Lantern King gone? Show yourself. Okay, he's over there. Jerk. Yeah, let's go in for the stab.
Avenge me.
He trying to shoot me from point blank. Maxting, reverse divine right. My authority as a god is dependent on whether I as a king. Yeah. Your authority as a god is dependent on whether I as a king support it. Not I as a queen. Yeah, that was the joke I was going for. Oh no! No! I didn't want to target myself. Okay, phew. Okay, what's the rest of it? Amiri, you are my perfect. It's no matter how technology progresses, you are my true nuclear deterrent. Snap Jubilost out of that. Ooh, that's nasty. Oh, not good, not good. I'm down, I'm down. Maybe I should have cast greater invisibility on myself as well. Just to soak up some of the damage. Oh, teleported again. That's just rude.
This is going to hurt.
Need a bandage. Big one.
Okay. People lost to snapped out of it. So let's hit him with the Curse of the Feeble Body. Look has also snapped out of it.
Which use?
Do it. Yuri. Wait, has Miri been blinded? Okay, Miri's been blinded. How annoying. As soon as the Horned Hunter's body disappears in the fire, the destroyed throne room is flooded with light. The Lantern King his true blazing form appears in the middle of the room. His furious mask is ringed by fire. The games has ended. Time freezes like resin, wrapping you and the eldest in amber light. The light grows brighter. Rays pass through you, pierce you, ruthlessly bearing down on your most intimate secrets, fears and desires. Something inside of you resonates with the light of the eldest. Your curse is like the splinter of an arrow that remains in the wound. Slow weapon crawling through your heart. Grows tough. It begins to heat up. Burns within.
Time for masks is over. You risk challenging an eldest, and I accept the challenge. You will fight not a mere embodiment, but my true essence. This is my essence. I don't need magic or servile monsters to destroy you. Words are enough. Yes, words. I once told you, words spoken in the right time and place possess the power of the storm. You lightheartedly answer that you know what your power and essence are.
Starts talking. You hear his voice not with praise, it comes to you with rays of light, burning and compelling.
In jokes and lightness with which they are said. I remember your answer. The world remembers it too. Your answer, your heart, your essence. And now, cursed queen, I'm taking this part of your soul, as I took away Nyris's ability to love. What you called your essence is yours no more.
Words of the eldest fly toward you like an arrow, ready to give you the curse that already torments you. You have but an instant to reply. Okay, I can bluff. Oh right, I'm down, so I've only got a clear case of bluff. Okay, that's not good. Bluff check. The Lantern King laughs. His laughter, soft, insinuating, almost amicable, scarier than any. Resonates with the hot metal splinter, the curse within your soul, making it stronger, slashing at your essence and taking something essential that nourishes your power.
Let us continue. We both wear a crown. But what do you want? A meager patch of land, a few thousand souls? My dominion is chaos and magic, madness and deceit. Your power is nothing compared to mine. And that is why you are helpless before me. You will take my
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to load this and start again. As if I'm not up, I can't pass that check. Ow. Maxing it was irrelevant for the will save because I could only, my character was down. Oh, I can't critically succeed or fail a skill check, but I can always get lucky and critically succeed a saving throw. That's true. And yes, he does sound like a grown up Charlie Brown cartoon. Yeah, because all my people were, or half my party were down. I didn't have the people I needed to pass those checks. Right, let's try this again.
Still.
Oh yes, the time has come! The time of fate and curses!
Chill out, dude. Okay, let's do this.
For idling.
Greater invisibility.
Thinking.
Oh yeah. And before we proceed,
As I can.
do 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 do. Whereabouts is movement? Anyways, there it is. but not least.
You require my assistance?
Portion. Miri.
A simple smile goes a long
You know
way.
what? Greater invisibility on a Miri, because that would be very funny. Okay, opening gambit time.
Quick.
Thank you for the posture check, Maxty. Didn't realise how much I needed that. Okay, this time we're going to try and succeed. Number is to not.
Knock-knock used to lighting enemies on fire first.
Okay, first form down.
You don't seem to like my curses. Maybe I might show you better.
Oh, and thank you for the hydrate.
Now you don't.
It's the best you got, Lantern King.
Be easier if you not fight back. Yeah. Oh. Yeah.
The original. It's that one. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. For those who weren't keeping track, he basically cast Dominate Monster and a Miri. AKA my hardest hitter. So unless I deal with him sharpish, I'm in serious trouble.
Taste my fury.
Let's hope Jubilost, it's not about you. Okay, he's down.
The time for laughter has passed. It's the hour of hunting and chaos.
Maybe still dominated. Okay, Amiri succeeded at her will save. Not doing great health-wise. Yeah, this is quite the fight, Nick. Multiple stages, and then you get to the final boss. Most of all, I need to make sure my player character stays up. Okay. I got nice. Just have heal. There we go. I'm back in the game. Yep. Said please. Sting, you don't like the idea of an alchemist getting dominated and throwing those bombs at your party? Yeah. And it's true, those inflicts rolls would heal me if I was undead. But I'm not that character, am I? Max Sting, Q, 27,000 people posting, bite.
They go down!
Come on, critical miss. Why am I getting all these ones? You concealment. Okay, time to heal again because I need myself. That's not because she wasn't just not close enough. Hey, his ridiculous AC is very annoying. Oh wait, I just remembered my water one has an equivalent of Breath of Life. Maybe I should use that. It might be a bit late. Well, let's just wait for all these. Next thing, you bring up Alchemists because their will saves are low. And they don't have any particular good reason to invest in Wisdom otherwise. I wonder if there are any Charisma casting Alchemist archetypes. So that's a trace and feat also. That's true. Okay. Okay, you got Breath of Life in there. Yeah, I'm guessing it's already too late for that, isn't it? Well, it's on me for not remembering. I know you can do it. Alright, yeah, I've got the option of Foxfire Infusion. Why don't I use that? Okay, succeeded, but still, his health is very low. Oh, come on, we can do this, we can do this. Okay, he's teleported again.
All my knowledge, all my genius.
Fear of death. Okay, my turn. Where's the Lantern King got to? Do I have something that can hit him from here? No, I'm just going in for the stab. Oh, that last bit of HP, please. I beg of you. Yes! Okay, let's try this again. I do have scrolls of Raised Dead, that's true. But doesn't that have like a 10-minute casting time? Okay, we're back to this then.
In jokes, I remember your answer. The world remembers
Okay,
you too.
bluff.
Your answer, your
Plus
heart,
32.
restless. And now, cursed queen, I'm taking this part of your soul, as I took away Nyrissa's ability to love. What you call your essence is yours no more.
Got a plus 32, I need 45. Let's do this. Lantern King laughs. This laughter, soft, insinuating, is amicable, is scarier than any nightmare. It resonates with the hot missile splinter, as within your soul, making it stronger, slashing at your essence and taking away something essential that nourishes your power.
Let us continue. We both wear the crown. But what do you want? A meager patch of land, a few thousand souls? My dominion is chaos and magic, madness and deceit. Your power is nothing compared to mine. And that is why you are helpless before me. You will take my every blow as a divine punishment, as something imminent.
Yes, again, you have little time to answer, and this answer is the only thing that can protect you from the Eldest's next blow. Okay, plus 21. Pretty high roll for this.
You will insult me with this. This!
Let's give the Lantern King altars for a moment. It shows reproach instead of wrath. Curse burns inside you, the unbearable.
I'm curious what you think of me, cursed queen. Do you see me as a villain or a simple joker? In truth, well, never be able to conceive of the truth. Being an eldest means being one of the many strings that hold the world in place. Being an eldest means being such a vast and self-sufficient value that one's equals become strangers and one's inferiors are entirely insignificant. I am an eldest. Laughter, guile, transformation, that's what I am. Being what I am, I will let you feel a modicum of my loneliness. I will take away your pillar of strength.
Okay, you just also killed all my allies. Having lost all support, you face the deity alone. Silence hangs heavy over the ruined throne. Okay, so there's options for every alignment. Chaotic. What? Is there a rule which those like you dictate another's will? Even if there is such a rule, I'll break it. I'll take back what's mine. Blinding light flashed away, frightened like a living creature. The blistering metal of the curse cools. It still hurts, but the pain is no longer unbearable. Stand before the eldest, as before a blazing living star. Looks at you as if he's seeing you for the first time.
Good. You can play with words. Let us see if you can withstand the heat of my fire.
For a while, Lantern King remained silent. I like how there's a tooltip there, just in case you forgot who this guy is. You can feel in this silence not angry bewilderment, but endless, boundless astonishment. Okay, everyone's back.
Tolerate threats.
Full health. Heck yeah. I'm seriously low on spells here. Well,
Your time is over.
time to sneak attack a god. And connect. time for the big one. Okay, Amiri. Oh, Amiri isn't giant anymore.
Away, you rascal!
Come here, Max. Knock, knock, stab you.
Go knock knock. Stab a god to death. He's just gonna blast this god to death. Okay, it's gonna miss, but thought was there. Max Sting, is anyone in a position to buffer? Fortunately not. I think Dublos only had one casting of that spell. Okay, that was pathetic. Eat this acid. If you have ever had the chance to see a star die, spots of cold, lifeless darkness cover the fiery form of the Lantern King, growing, devouring, and with a dull moan, hustling in the ground in a cloud of coal black dust. Just a moment later, right where the eldest crown lay burning, another shining image born. It grows, glowing, turning into a familiar silhouette, wearing a crown. Oh yeah, they established this eldest basically sort of if they die, they don't die well, anyone in this land, if they die, they don't die permanently. They basically just sort of turn into a copy with the memories. So they're not technically the same person anymore. I guess this is more like Lantern King Jr.
Defeat. What a refreshing feeling. I don't remember sensing it for 1,000 millennia.
Lantern King freezes. His light flickers strangely into change with incredible speed. One breath and you're looking upon the horrible grimace of wrath. A breath and it's replaced with a playfulness. Another and it's a mask of care.
But what's next? How will you end this story? Listen, I know a good end. Elegant and refined. The hero defeats a deity in battle. Impressive, it grants the victor power and immortality. The hero enters the chambers of the deity to become his champion and herald. Eternal, powerful, equally glorified both in the first world and in Valeria. Her kingdom healed from its wounds and flourished under the rule of the immortal champion. A beautiful ending, isn't it? And this legend is yours for the asking.
Yeah, go for it yourself. Max Sting, why is Kingmaker unable to hit the ACs at this level anyway? I don't know, to be honest. I think it's because, sort of like the first world enemies have really high ACs. And like, maybe her progression isn't that great. I suppose, to be fair, I don't think there's many items that increased her to hit. Max Sting, the Elgunish Shire fandom is holding your breaths, waiting to meet the analogous rebirth of Pandora, an elite fairy who died spectacularly in an effort to make up for hundreds of years of hurting people what she decided was the right reason. Yeah, I haven't really read that in a long time.
Trust the laughing lie. Don't do this. Not after everything you and I have endured because of him. I can give you immortality and power, though not as much as the Lantern Kings. Perhaps we won't be able to stand against the eldest, but accept my gift and my patronage. And together we will make him pay for what he's done.
I don't trust either of you.
How sad it is to hear you, Nyrissa. Thousands of years for nothing! You haven't learned a single lesson. Never learned to atone. But what do you say?
Let's see what we got. You ask for in return for immortality, eldest? What exactly do you offer as a reward?
That is easy. I will return your kingdom to Galarian and strengthen its connection to the First World. In their homeland, the Fae can endlessly return to life. I will give to you the same gift. So long as you will remain an enclave of the First World, death within its borders will never threaten you. As for the prize, I'm not offering you the position of a servant. Believe it or not, I am lonely. Divine power and immortality are a heavy burden. To accept it means losing all your friends and companions, but you can find allies in reliable systems. This is what I'm looking for. A herald and a general with whom I can share eternity, and together we'll play 1,000 wonderful pranks and spread our power across the First World and further. Much further.
That does sound kind of neat, but I don't trust you at all. That's right, TASMR. Hey, what about you, Nerissa? Alright, what about Nerissa? What will happen to her if I agree to your offer?
What do you think? I can let my misguided protege go wherever she likes. Knowing her, I'm doubtful she will become a humble exile.
I won't. I've come too far to go back. It might take me 1,000 years and thousands of deaths, but I will find a way to get back at you, eldest. Even if she betrays our alliance and becomes your puppet.
You suggest, Nerissa?
I suggest we do not kneel. We are both cursed, you and I. But so what? The curse can harm you only as much as affliction touches your kingdom. But now, with the eldest wounded and bleeding, his henchmen all slain, I can return your state to the material plane. It will heal its wounds, and so will you. I'll create a bond between you and the First World, granting you immortality. Just as the Lantern King promises.
And what role in all this shall I play, trespasser?
The role of the vanquished. I know you will hardly accept a defeat, eldest. You may try to attack us again, but we defeated you once. And we will do it again if we must. I'm ready to fight you forever if I have to.
You're a Stormer, Nerissa. Okay, so I'm liking... So 2 is take Lantern King's offer, 3 is take Nerissa's offer, or I can say, I'll not bow to you, eldest, don't get your hopes up. Here is my offer. Lift the curse and return my King Larian. Forget we exist. Now forget that you exist. Finish him off is tempting, but I'm guessing that's going to be the bad end. Yeah, I'm going to go for, I will not bow to you, eldest. After you speak, silence falls, deep as a chasm. Like pours from the eyes of the Lantern King. Mask. Still the mask of paternal care. Though you do not take this for what lies hidden behind.
So be it. This performance has run its course. It would be unwise to continue. Besides, I have no love of dying, returning to life. My fellow eldest are very good at playing especially intricate pranks at that exact moment.
Yeah, I've always wanted to kill a god would be a very raw line. In a measured, ponderous manner, the Lantern King adds his words as if reading them.
You were cursed by my will. By my will, you are now free from the curse. The shackles be broken, the fetters be loosened. What's been stolen will be returned. What's been divided will be made whole again. I say farewell, and release your kingdom to the material plane. Go, be glad of your ordinary mortal life, and forget the gods of the First World. Now they no longer concern you.
Thank you. This is really how this game should have ended. Hasten to defeat the one enemy.
Now you don't.
Now that the eldest and other spiteful beings wouldn't be bothering us, the queen returned to her subjects and celebrated the victory and the end of the kingdom's miseries with great fanfare. Everything gradually returned to normal, including our exciting lives. Not always peaceful, but also not troubled by invasions from another world. And little by little, our heroes and the common folk began to forget the sorrows of the past. Sometimes, on clear spring nights, the queen saw dreams. In them, the nymph Nyrissa, fierce and wounded, battled the Jabberwock, died, and returned to life, again and again and again. Under the wise leadership of the Queen, the Stolen Lands became a true country. There was still much to be done, of course, and some of it will need to be finished by our heroine's descendants. But there are no longer cut purses on every corner, and the peasants aren't afraid some new self-proclaimed chief will show up and strong-arm himself into power.
Like how the character portrait just showed implies I'm basically robbing myself.
The Stolen Lands are called the Land of Popular Rule, for in these lands, common people feel fully in control of their fates. Unfortunately, the total absence of authority allowed one of the richest regions of the kingdom to proclaim itself an independent republic, and retrieving those territories came at a rather high price for the queen.
Okay, so during my rule I heeded the requests and interests of the people, not the merchant.
The queen's subjects praise her generosity, while citizens of neighboring lands groan from crippling taxes. Citizens of the Stolen Lands have it pretty good. Truth be told, the treasury isn't always capable of paying the royal bills, and the throne room's adornments are clearly decaying, but sometimes you have to buy the people's love, literally.
Notice, I picked up Lindsay's lesbian ways. God.
The feud between Brevois North and South, which had been smoldering for ages, finally sparked the fires of civil war. Our troops lent aid to the forces of Restov, led by Sword Lord Jamandi Aldori. After several bloody battles, House Sertova was forced to recognize Restov's independence. The victory came at a high price, but we have no more loyal ally than once more free Rostland. Kasil Aldori, who lost an arm during the war, became a permanent ambassador of Rostland at our court.
The orc, the posh orc kid lost an arm. Okay, I supported Jamandi and the swords in their conflict with Satova.
Led by careful, level-headed Dugath, the Tiger Lord's tribe reunited and started to lick the wounds left by the erratic Armagh. Little by little, they once again became one of the strongest mercenary armies in the region. Dugath always assured our queen of his friendship, but the queen always stayed on her toes, understanding that anything could happen when that old fox is around. Pitax never regained its former stature. In their fight for power, both bandits and the relatively honest merchants lost all their strength, scaring away both customers and suppliers. Trade routes began moving through other cities. Pitax fell into decline, and the citizens quickly forgot all of Irovetti's atrocities, remembering his rule instead as a golden age for the region. Governor Mascani still tries to attract attention to the city by holding the Rushlight tournament every year, but it's not very popular these days.
After defeating Everati and taking control of Pitax, the governor you chose was Stefano Goni, a nobleman who had visited your lands before. Who, let's not forget, I brought to my side by convincing his liege that he'd betrayed him already.
There was no place for art in the new Pitax. students and teachers from the academy were scattered to the wind. Some found a place in neighboring courts, while others set off to earn some coin in roadside taverns. A third group, harboring anger and resentment toward the queen, began weaving revolutionary plots. The ruins of the Academy of the Arts still stand in the middle of the city, overrun with ivy, empty and unwanted.
Okay, so I've got a bunch of angry bards. My decision has led to chaos in Pitax. The Grand Academy of Arts was to shut down. Oops.
Hargulka, the Troll King, still lives in the Stolen Lands. Amazingly, he managed to bring his savage kin to heel, even organizing trade with nearby settlements of ordinary citizens. The common folk aren't exactly excited to have such neighbors, but they'll settle for trolls who've switched their menu to forest game and the cattle people sell them.
Yep, Nellis, the game's ending. I can't believe it. I've finally done it. All it's done is
After
pygmies.
enduring so many storms and troubles, Varnhold eventually turned into a real city. Daring settlers decided to conquer the vast, wild expanses of Dunsword, and despite all odds, they succeeded. The modest colony that almost vanished at the hands of an ancient lich turned everything around to become a thriving city with lively river trading.
Okay, so the plot hook for that was I saved Megavan, the founder of Varnhold, terrible magic of a Cyclops leech. Mordecai. Oh yeah, apparently there's an evil option to basically have Mordecai possess his body.
Peace reigns in the caves beneath the old sycamore. The kobolds and mites continue to explore the depths and learn simple crafts from each other. Rumor has it, the first mite kobold wedding even happened not long ago. That said, settlers still aren't rushing to build new homes in the area. Some kind souls even put up warning signs along the roads. Beware, traveler. Steer clear of the old sycamore. Another inscription soon appeared over the sign, though. No keep going treasure ahead, honest.
Maxting, figured out what I'm playing next. Nope. We're gonna take a bit of a break. I'm definitely gonna play something spooky for
Oleg's trading post continues to thrive, attracting even more travelers. Much to its owner's displeasure, a small town is springing up around it. Despite Oleg's grumbling, he and his wife are well regarded by everyone, and Svetlana was even elected town chief.
Oh yeah, Oleg specifically ran a trading post in the middle of nowhere because he didn't like people. In a dispute with the Sword Lords about who should collect taxes from Oleg's trading post, he chose to peacefully convince to pass the post to your jurisdiction.
Jod remained loyal to the Queen to the end of his days, healing the sick and generously sharing his austere wisdom with anyone who wished to hear it, and some who didn't. Having fulfilled his duty to the ruler, Erastil's priest peacefully departed this world, surrounded by friends and disciples.
Ah. Maxting, a game you keep meaning to try, is called Turgor Pressure. It's a PS1 style graphics horror game underwater. Interesting.
Having participated in Lamashtu's ritual, Olika gave birth to a strong and healthy baby. Sadly, the child grew into an unruly and violent adolescent. Having named a peer at just 10 years of age, the boy escaped to the Gnarl Marches, fleeing the rage of a mob that tore his mother to pieces instead. No one knows what happened to the lad, but legends of Lamashtu's child, who sometimes kills lost travelers and sometimes leads them to safety, are passed on by word of mouth throughout the area.
You allowed Sana, the priestess of Lamashtu, to perform the ritual to help the unborn child of Olika, widow of the merchant Lexen. Olika, wife of Lexen, a merchant killed by bandits not far from the house of Bartholomew the Wizard. Oh yeah, I remember this now.
Breinhardt became a loyal ally and trade partner of the kingdom, and Darvin himself had been seen as a frequent guest in the capital. The elegant monarch of the neighboring kingdom has broken many hearts at court. After his visits, many young guards and servants have been seen staring through windows, sighing wistfully about something.
Yeah, I hate that guy.
The Fae took a fancy to the kingdom, feeling totally at home here. They often play various pranks, but they never do any serious harm. Falcos and Teresia managed to restore the magic forest. Once freed of the anger of the Scythe Tree, people returned to the abandoned village, and it became a haven of friendship between the Fae and ordinary people, just like old times.
Maxting, you know, a priest of Erestil would be an important and valuable advisor to a rural court like this. He literally said he was. He helped two Fae, Falcos and Teresia, by sparing them from the Scythe Tree. Oh yeah.
The lizard folk of the Longtail tribe returned to live on the shores of Candlemere, but they couldn't return to their ancient way of life. Living alongside people, the lizard folk adopted their behaviors, habits, and even religion. More and more of the Longtail tribe pray not to the spirits of their ancestors, but to Erastil or Gorum. They even began to forget their original language. I hope someone writes down their songs and legends before they all sink into oblivion.
And we did a colonialism.
The goblins who put so much effort into preserving the Queen's lands obviously felt that gave them the right to do whatever they wanted in the kingdom. Travelers are careful to move in groups when they can, and any peasants who spot at least one particularly toothy stranger immediately raise the alarm. For if you see one goblin, there is likely a whole gang.
I'm not sure I like how letting the goblins just be there implies that they're always going to necessarily be jerks.
The Sweet Teeth departed on a journey, hoping to see as many wonders as possible of this world and others. They keep sending us news from every corner of the map. Their bright painted wagon, drawn by a bull mastodon, crisscrosses Galarian, somehow appearing in the center of one incredible story after another.
Yeah, that tracks. Sweet Tea, for those who forgot, were basically Mara and Keys, sort of adopted children, quite adopted, like just kids that kind of followed them around. And they just really good at doing crazy stuff.
Evindra was glad to see the Lantern King's plans turn to dust. She spent some time helping restore the kingdom after the calamity, then returned home to the First World. They say the rebellious spirit of her cousin Nyrissa awoke within her as well. Evindra is said to recount our story to the Fae, encouraging them to question the power and might of the eldest. After the victory, the storyteller abandoned his affairs and began spending a lot of time alone in contemplation. He eventually bid farewell to the Queen and left her lands, but I suspect the inhabitants of Galarian haven't heard the last of this mysterious traveler, for his own story is hardly finished.
Yeah, exactly. No less anti-funny little guy propaganda. Maxting, you agreeing that makes sense it would play out that way even if it didn't need to be... Oh, okay. Maxting, you love Galarian goblins, they're so great. Yeah. I think there's a bunch of free quests where you sort of free modules where you play as them. But yeah, apparently Storyteller shows up in Wrath of the Righteous, filling a very similar role.
Amiri remained a pariah to her native tribe, but she stayed close friends with Nylak, who ruled the Six Bears wisely and taught them to survive in the unfamiliar plains and cities. The restless barbarian would often travel for long stretches of time, but sooner or later she would always return to her old friends, bragging about new scars and recounting new feats, many of which Nylak immortalized in song. Valerie stayed to serve the Queen. and to this day, she continues to be a muse to many people. Not just bards and admirers, but to warriors as well. Honest and resilient, Valerie is not just famous for her feats in battle, but also for her patience and kindness, which she says the Queen helped her discover within herself.
Valerie, and helped to reconcile with the goddess Shelyn. Valerie did not return to serving the arts, but admitted she respects those who choose the path. Right. I guess you could say it's a fair cop, Gov. And yeah, Shelyn's one of the better deities.
Harem went mad for good, or perhaps simply understood the true wisdom of Grotus. I'm not really sure if there's a difference. He left the palace barefoot, taking only a cane with him as he went off to preach. He died destitute, somewhere along the side of the road. But they say you can still find a ghost with a disheveled beard along the kingdom's roads, mumbling something about the end of the world. And if something suddenly breaks in someone's house, people commonly say Harem touched it.
Oh, Harem, you beautiful pessimist.
Jaethal spent some time at the Queen's court.
That's how you
But
pronounce
she
it.
then left to do whatever it was her new goddess required. She must have become a great inquisitor for Pharasma, as no one would know the ways of the undead and Urgathoa's cultists, as well as a former undead cultist would. She was also seen in the company of Salim Godafar. It's unlikely the two became friends, being so different from one another, but it's a known fact that they worked together.
Sally Golfar, I think she might be the iconic. Entirely certain. Maxine, your favourite deity in Larian is Desna, but she's more of a goddess attended to by your non-clerics. Yeah. I mean, in Atos, obviously we have original gods that all sort of embody opposites. So my character Grounded worships Fontaine, the god of matter and void. And she lived on one of his fingers because one of them is basically just sort of stick their fingers as the ground, create giant spires.
Octavia didn't stay still for very long. Soon, she and Reg went to Numeria and started a huge slave rebellion there. They didn't manage to destroy the Technic League, but to this day, slaves speak their names with admiration, and slavers with terror. Over the course of their journey, the two grew as close as ever, leaving their quarrels and resentments behind. After returning from Numeria, Octavia settled in her mother's house and became the Queen's advisor and loyal companion.
Take care, Octavia.
Rigongar left for Numeria with Octavia to start a slave rebellion. Over the journey, he really matured and learned to understand others, as well as how to control his anger. After he returned, he took a position in the Queen's court. Being both formidable and charming, he inspired fear in the hearts of some and lust in others. There are even some rumors that he almost talked Octavia into marrying him, and possibly even continuing the Della Fiorni line.
Yes, so Rigongar, basically the choice I made was him to shift from chaotic evil to chaotic neutral. So he became significantly less of a jerk, to be fair.
Once the war was over, Tristan kept his promise to Sarenrae. In the middle of celebrating the Queen's victory, the priest suddenly disappeared in a flash of light, vanishing forever. I hope Sarenrae didn't take the Movonic Diva's memory, so her servant might still remember us and the stolen lands. Or if she did, I hope he was at least able to forget everything about the lands in which he endured so much suffering.
Okay, I recommended Tristan return to his life as a diva, embrace the embrace of his goddess Sarenrae, after I defeated Marissa. So yep, he went back to being basically an angel.
Jubilost returned to the life of a traveling explorer, frequently visiting his favorite kingdom. He said so himself. His famous work studying the First World all opened with a dedication to his longtime companion, the Queen. Another name was also mentioned, 2Z, my guide and inspiration. Admirers would ask Jubilost many times about this mystery lady, but he would only chuckle, hitch his knapsack on his shoulder, and return to storm the vast expanses of the First World once again.
You recommend Jubilost to pass the gift of immortality to Z, the ghost of the miserable gnome wizard. Wait, is it implying they ended up dating?
As for Knock Knock, apologies, I mean Jester Knock Knock, he continued to be a great source of entertainment for the kingdom, both in and out of the throne room, sometimes even on purpose. His antics in the kingdom had an additional effect. Aside from bringing joy and amusement to the citizens, it also softened the common view of goblins. They even became welcome in the streets of the city, for a time. While he may not have become the hero he envisioned, Knock Knock did find himself and his inner strength thanks to the Queen. If you should ever find yourself in the kingdom, be sure to seek him out. He'll gladly regale you with some new tale of adventure, one that will surely make you smile, whether our foolhardy, clumsy, well-intentioned goblin means to or not.
Not wacky little stabby guy.
Kalika remained in the kingdom, though her desire to witness the world's wonders keeps driving her to take long journeys. But when she is home, she spends much of her spare time with her sister. They don't quarrel anymore, and have stopped dragging each other into trouble. Between Kinera's business sense and Kalika's charm, they founded and successfully run not one, but 3 organizations. A trading house, a shelter for tiefling children, and a school of magic devoted to Nethys. It seems there is no happier couple in the world than the Queen and Kinera. The ardent tiefling girl now manages a vast number of trade deals, even as she dotes upon her beloved. Those who knew her before are surprised, for few expected ever to see so much sincere love in the eyes of the calculating, shrewd Kinera.
Hey, I guess I didn't quite manage to get the polygamous ending for those two, but heck yeah to Baroness Brioche and her awful evil tiefling wife.
Despite all the woes that befell the country, our queen remains a strong leader. Many noble houses from neighboring lands wouldn't hesitate to be related to her, and they regularly send a variety of marriage proposals. As for myself, the author of this book, Lindsay, who never chose a pretty nickname, I'm still here, inside my creation within the Capitol Library. I live just like I always dreamed, surrounded by people and books, and not a day goes by without someone turning my pages. My story inspired many others to take up the quill. My readers have written many fierce books, articles, and pamphlets, flinging truth in the faces of tyrants. What more could I dream of? I hope, oh honored reader, that this story offered you some daring ideas, or at least some entertainment. In any case, it's time to set the final period.
I'm very sorry you got turned into a book, Lindsay. Lindsay about the books you printed in the events and attacks it covers. Convince Lindsay that even the harsh truth. Story's end. Win the game. Let's enjoy the credits. Okay, let's return to the title screen. Let's just play the credits. Just whiz through these. These are all the people who backed it on Kickstarter, I guess. Yeah, I keep forgetting this is an indie title, so it's probably not that long. Oh, cool, and you can search the names. I remember in the Pitax library, I think it was, everyone who backs a certain tier got included. To be fair, I think that's a lot much better way to put the credits in the game than have them scroll endlessly after the game itself finishes. But yep, I guess that's the end of the game. Congratulations. 9 months on, we have completed Pathfinder Kingmaker. Long live Queen Brioche. Yep, so thanks everyone for sticking by me for the last 9 months with this Tiefling cosplay, which by the way I'm super happy with. Can't believe that's me under. It's me under here. Yeah, obviously since it's Halloween month I might wear this again. But I'm going to take a bit of a stream break. I'll not sort of a stream break. And thank you for the quote, Nillis. Oh yeah, what's the event or... Oh yeah, moment, that was it. Okay. I've just redeemed a moment, so thank you for that. Take a bit of a stream break. I'll not sort of a stream break. And thank you for the quote, Nillis. Oh, yeah. So yep, I think everyone gets like a special badge for that. Well, not a particularly special badge, just a badge for this the fact you've experienced a moment in general, but heck yeah. Nick, congratulations. Oh, you're quite welcome. Thank you for watching. I'm actually surprised you're not playing D&D right now. And good stream and congrats. Thank you. But yeah, on Monday I will be on. Just gonna shout out my fellow Guild of Icon player and friend Iris Rings channel. Everyone's favourite mouse girl. And yep, I'll be there on Wednesday, where basically her character AO Dunwich and her character's main rival for the political position she holds. We're having an in-character debate. Oh, Nick will be playing her rival. I'll be playing the moderator. He's an NPC who's shown up before and is basically just like a reporter who wants to create drama, which should be super fun. Yep, that's happening Wednesday. Should be a fun little side session for the campaign as a whole. So feel free to drop by for that. Friday, I don't. Thursday, Friday, I'm not entirely sure anything's happening. Oh wait, no, Friday, I'll be on Nick's channel for Lancer. That's going to be run by Keith. That'll be super fun. It'll be our first time playing Lancer. I'm going to be playing a character called Dusk, whose entire thing is that she just uses a bodged together mech and is just kind of a free spirit who to basically track down that's effectively a god and ask what they think of her jacket. It makes sense in this. Is Lancer being streamed? I think it is, but I'm not sure. Maybe Nick would know better than I do. But either way, I'm playing it on Friday, so if it's not streamed, I won't be streaming on Friday. Let's look at the games. We've got A playing Dave the Diver, Nessie playing Downfall, Oh, thank you for the hydrate and posture check, Maxting. Tau Kitty's playing Baldur's Gate. Notice am I continuing Zelda or playing a week off? That depends how tired I am. I might stream some Zelda, I might not. I mostly use it as a sort of a warm-up for tabletop RPG stuff, so you never know. I'll play that one by ear. Yep, I'll if anyone wants to send me any recommendations for the usual channel for the next game stream, we're gonna take maybe a week, maybe the next week off streaming. But I'll be streaming a horror game for October. So yep, send me recommendations for horror games. Tau Kitty, or do maybe one of the Resis. I've played all the Resident Evil remakes off stream, but maybe I'll stream one of those. You know, I think I'll take an executive decision and a Tau Kitty. Have I played 7 or 8? Must be fair, now I haven't, so maybe I'll play one of those. I think Tau Kitty's going to be the one who appreciates that I've just finished this game the most. So yeah, thank you for all joining me. Thank you for everyone who yep. If anyone wants to help enable my cosplay habits, feel free to send me snacks or cosplay stuff on Throne. Thank you again for helping me turn myself into a tiefling, and yeah, if you want to watch this VOD on YouTube, it'll be live this time tomorrow-ish, probably like 9 o'clock. I'll hopefully see you on Iris's channel Wednesday, and with that, we're going to raid in 3, 2, 1, let's go.